everyone, I'm Terry, and this is the Yarnjoy podcast, episode number 164. Welcome. Well, I have a couple of finished objects to show you this time, but I do have some works in progress, of course, and I also want to talk about some upcoming things. So let's get started. Okay, so for my finished objects, I have two of them. I finished the pocket, well, I think it's called Pocket Penguin. Actually, I think it's just called Amigurumi Penguin. Ragdoll, maybe something, because it's a little bit big for a pocket, I think. But it's really cute. So anyway, I finished him. This is a pattern by Spin a Yarn Crochet, okay, and I will link it in the description box below. I think he turned out really cute. I used baby yarn, and I used really small hook, like a 3.0 or 3.0 millimeter hook, but he still turned out quite large. But I think he's cute. So he will be part of the items that I will be donating and sending off to Amber of Ooh Ah Crochet for her charity make-along, I think it's called, but it's for the elementary school in her area. So anyway, I think he's cute. Okay, so that is finished object number one. Finished object number two is my first Preemie Hat for August. This is the Preemie Hat challenge that I'm challenging myself to do 3 Preemie Hats per month that are character type hats to donate to the Halloween hat drive that happens each year in October here at one of the area hospital in their NICU department. Anyway, so this time I made a Ninja Turtle hat. And as you can see, I used the red with the green, and so this is, I believe, Raphael. Is that right? I'm not up on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but anyway, I think that's who that is. Anyway, this I used sport yarn, or sport yarn, and a small hook. I think I used an F hook for this, 3.75 millimeter, and then for the eyes I went down to an E hook, using the number 3 weight or sport weight yarn. Okay, this is a pattern by Brooke Rabideau. I will put a link in the description box below. She has the instructions for several different sizes. This is the newborn size, but I, of course, scaled it down as much as I could by going down hook sizes and used smaller yarn to try to get preemie size. So anyway, and of course I will be doing the rest of the Ninja Turtles, so that way I'll have a set. Anyway, so this is Preemie Hat number 1 for the month of August. Okay, and that is all of my finished objects. So going on to my works in progress. Okay, so last week I told you that I was getting the Kermit blanket out. This was a mystery crochet along, well, not crochet along, make along. That Llama Mama Kayla was doing. She was doing it with using loom knitting, but I decided to use the chart, but use the black block stitch for Graphgans and crochet it. And so that's what I decided to do. And I'm over halfway finished. And of course, you know, with any Graphgan, you have bobbins and things that are where you have yarn that is hanging off or still connected to your work. It's hard for me to hold it up. And so what I did is I took a picture, I laid it out and I took a picture of it. And so I will insert a picture of my progress of that blanket right here. Okay, so that is my progress on it. I just finished, let me look at my chart here. I just finished row 24 and it goes up to row 40. Here is the chart. And so I'm just like at the very bottom part of his little teacup there. So it's coming along nicely. I believe this is the first project that I've done, except for a tutorial showing the block stitch, how to do the block stitch. But I think this is that one I just kind of did a sample. I didn't do the whole project. So this is actually, I think, the first project, the whole project that I've done using the block stitch, I think. And I'm liking it. I do like the corner to corner stitch. I've done that several times using a Graphgan. But this seems to be working up softer or more drapey type or you know, more squishy texture to the blanket. I don't know. I think it may be the yarn I'm using, but I think it really is the stitch. I think when I do the corner to corner, especially if I'm doing the mini corner to corner stitch, it tends to be stiffer until you wash it a few times, and of course it softens up. But anyway, I have not measured the width of it. Well, I did in the beginning, but I haven't in a while. But it's not that large. I want to say, I'm looking at my ruler here, I'm thinking maybe 24 inches. Like I said, I should have measured it, but I didn't. But it's not that big of a piece. So what I probably will do is once I get finished with the image, then I will go around it and put some pretty good sized border or something to make it larger. Anyway, that's my plan, I think. Anyway, so I'm going pretty good on it. I think where I had started, I had left off on I had finished row 14, and so with this past week I did row 15 up to row 24, and so I'm trying to get it finished because of course I was telling you before that I have the baby elephant blanket that I'm itching to start, but I made myself promise that I would not start it until I finished Kermit. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so that is works in progress number 1. Looking down my notes here, works in progress number 2. Oh, so works in progress number 2 is an entry for the crochet along that's happening, or I guess it's crochet or make along, that Crystal of Chronically Crocheting is doing each month. Now, there has been months where she had a guest host. In fact, I'm going to be the guest host for the month of October, and so, but anyway, throughout this whole year, and she's calling it the Stash Buster 2020 crochet along, I think, or make along. Anyway, so each month is a theme that she or whoever's hosting it comes up with, and then the projects will have to like fall under that theme to qualify as a participating project. Anyway, so she released this month's challenge, and it is a pocket shawl. And at first I didn't know for sure if I was going to do it or not, but it was just a couple of days later that I got a message from a friend of mine, and sending me a picture, and she was like, can you do this, and how much would you charge? And so it was a picture of the perfect pocket shawl, which is actually the project, the exact pattern and project that Crystal's going to be working on. So I guess I'm making a perfect pocket shawl. And so I will insert a picture here of the perfect pocket shawl, what it looks like, okay? Okay, so I'm going to be doing mine with the same yarn and the same color and everything as that picture. I didn't bring my yarn in here, but it is Lime Brand Heartland yarn in the colorway Grand Canyon. I mean, I didn't bring the skeins in here. I brought my project in here. So I got started on it, and it is made lengthwise. Is that what you say? Lengthwise, yeah. So it's quite long. It's got this ribbing on the edges, and then you have this kind of open work, and so I'm on that open work part, and so I'm gonna have to be doing that for quite a while. I think it's like row, I don't remember, 8 to go up to 30 something or other. So I've got a long ways to go doing this open work. Now it is done with a very large hook. I think it called for a 9mm hook, and I have one, but it's one of those, I don't think I have it in here. No, I don't see it. Well, I have one like it. Let's see. This is a small one though. The only one I have that is a 9mm hook is these plastic, what do you call those? Plastic lucite, or you know, those hard plastic, clear colored. Of course, this is not it. This is I can't even read it. I think it's a J. It's very difficult to read what the sizes are on here. Anyway, that's all I have, and I really prefer to use hooks, let me reach over here, that have the cushion handle. Okay, that's just better for my grip, since I have hurt my hand one time, broke a couple of bones in there, and so my grip is not as good as it used to be. And so I really like the cushion handles, and so the largest cushion handle one I had was an 8mm, but I did a little swatch, and actually the stitch count worked out better for me to use the 8mm, so that's what I'm going with. And so that is still a very large hook for me. I don't know what letter equivalent that is, if it's an M or an N hook, I'm not sure. But anyway, the largest hook that I usually use is a J hook. I usually don't even like to use a K hook that much. And a J hook, if I can read it, is a 6mm hook. And so for me to use an 8mm hook, that is a big hook for me. But I'm getting used to it. And anyway, it does work up pretty quickly, except it's got a lot of stitches from one end to the other before you turn and go back the other way. But I'm enjoying it, and it's going to be really soft and squishy, and I'm hoping that the lady that wants me to do it, I hope that she'll like it. Okay, so I'm working on that, and the Perfect Pocket Shawl, it is a paid-for pattern. I will link it in the description box below. I think I got it off Etsy. It's a pattern by Sonia Hood. I think that's how you pronounce it. And so far it's a good pattern. It's easy to understand, and I haven't had any trouble with it. And I know there are some free pocket shawl patterns out there and tutorials. Crystal Bag a Day, I think she did one, but this particular one was the picture of the one that the lady sent me, and so I want to do the exact one that she was looking at. So anyway, let's see, and that will be my entry for the Stash Buster 2020 crochet along. Okay, number 3 works in progress is a crochet along that I started this past Monday for the month of August. We had so much fun doing the Dash the Deer crochet along. I had people ask me, or was hoping that I would do another crochet along, and so I found this pattern. I thought people might like it. It's a good stash buster, and so I asked some people on the Facebook group, and they had a lot of positive response about doing it, and so I started it on Monday. I filmed a introductory video about it, and this is a very large bag. It's called the Sunny Days Beach Bag, and so that is a crochet along that we're doing, and I'll show you my progress on it. I haven't done a whole lot on it. What I'm doing though is, as I'm working on it, then if there's anything I feel like I need to point out as far as tips and things, I take note of it, so that way I can make I'm going to make a video, kind of a tips video as we go along through the crochet along, and for those that are beginners or may have any trouble with something. Anyway, this is my progress on it. I've gotten the bottom panel done, okay, and then I'm just barely started working up the sides. It took me a little bit to decide on my color scheme, and so but I think I've got an idea of what I'm going to be doing, and so that so far is all I've done, and it's pretty large. I think it's 15 inches across. I measured the base in order to line it later. Okay, so let me put in a picture right here of that pattern. It is a pattern by Anna Boo's House, and it's a free pattern, and of course I'll link it below, but here is a picture of the pattern picture of her finished project. Okay, now I have done this pattern before, and I will insert a picture here of the one that I did before, which was several years ago before I started making YouTube videos. Okay, so as you can see, I think maybe if you compared the two pictures of the one I made and the pattern picture, the pattern picture has got three sections of the chevron zigzag stitch. There's 3 of them, so it's a taller bag. The one I did, I didn't realize it. I had forgotten about it because, like I said, it's been a long time since I made it, and I made it as a secret sister type gift that I sent to somebody. But what I had done is I just did 2 repeats of the zigzag design, and then I stopped because it was getting pretty big. It was getting to be a pretty large bag, and so I was wanting it to be more of a bag instead of like a tote bag. And so I had stopped it early. So anyway, that's the reason mine looks a little bit different in the picture. So that's what we're working on, and like I said, I will be doing probably an update video on that crochet along and release it probably on Monday, kind of giving a few tips here and there that I have discovered along the way. Okay, and let's see, that is all my works in progresses. Okay, so let's go on to upcoming. So upcoming, like I said, well, I already said that, the Stash Buster 2020 challenge has begun for this month to do a pocket shawl, and I've already started that. The Happy Scrappy Yarn Challenge, that is another year-long monthly challenge that Christy of T-Doddles and Christy of Crochet Creations by Christy is hosting, and this month is Christy of Crochet Creations by Christy, and she just released today the challenge for this month, and her theme is the dog days of summer, and so she said she's challenging us to make something dog related, either something for your dog or cat, or something with the dog and cat on it, I guess. And so I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to be doing for that. I have to think about it a little bit, but anyway, that's upcoming. Of course, now Whip Wall Wednesday episode 14 is going to be this next week, and so you'll see my progress on that project. I have been working on a little bit. Let's see, the Sunny Days Beach Bag Crochet Along is started and ongoing, okay? And, oh, I got an email from Crystal of Chronically Crocheting, and with a request. Now, she was going to do a pattern that she had gotten permission from the designer to make a tutorial for it and turn it into like a crochet along. And she messaged me and she asked me if I would, if I wanted to do it, that she said that she just felt like she was not up to doing it. And so she was, and the permission was still there from the designer for me to do it. It's a free pattern, and so I agreed that I would do it for her. And so it's a pretty big project, but I think it's going to be really cute, and I hope that people would be excited about doing it. It is called the Educational Baby Ball, and the pattern is by Patricia Heller. Now I will put in a picture right here of what the finished object looks like. So if you have watched Crystal of Chronically Crocheting by Crystal, if you watched all her videos, quite a few videos back, she had made that project for one of her grandbabies and gave it to her, and they had a video of her grandbaby playing with it. It was really cute. The ball turns out really cute. It's just a really cute project, as you can see in the pattern, or saw in the picture. And so I think I will divide it up. It is a ball that's got 12 pieces to it that you put together to form the ball. And so what I'll probably do is divide it up into pieces and then release it a little at a time. So I need to go ahead and get started on that. Now I probably won't do this until we get finished with the beach bag crochet along. So probably in September, or like between September to October, somewhere around there, that I will release all these tutorials to go along with that. But I think it's going to be fun. I always wanted to do this. I don't have any grandbabies at the moment, but I always wanted to do this project. I had it saved, or I had asked the designer for the pattern before she even put it over on Ravelry's, where it's available to download for free. And so she had sent me the pattern just through email, and so I had it on my computer, but I hadn't done it yet. But I had planned on doing it and then just keeping it until one day when I do have grandbabies, because I just think it's super cute. So anyway, be looking for that. It'll be in a little while. It's just future crochet along, but I do plan on getting that worked on and getting it started. So anyway, so that'll be a future crochet along tutorial series. Okay, and then that's it. I did have a few purchases I wanted to show you. Okay, so I found this on Amazon and I couldn't resist it. So I ordered it, and it is like the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer crochet kit, but this crochet kit is the Nativity Set Crochet Kit, and I just thought it was super cute. It's got 12 items in it, just like the Rudolph set, and of course it's got, there you see, it has Mary, Joseph, and baby Jesus, and it's got the 3 kings right here. It's got 2 angels. It's got the patterns for all of those. Also, it has a shepherd and a camel and a donkey. Aren't those cute? I love that camel. I think it's so cute. And some sheep. There's some sheep right there, sheep. And then I think the other item that's in there is a pattern for a star. But I just thought it was so cute. So cute. And it was a good price. I will put a link below where you can find it through Amazon. I think it was maybe, I want to say $12, $13, something like that. Not too bad. And I mean, you get the pattern book in there just like the Rudolph set. There is yarn in here. I think it's enough yarn to do Mary and baby Jesus and the manger. But I just thought that was so cute. And so I don't know if I will get on, I mean, I am doing the crochet set, the Rudolph set, and I'm doing one of those per month. And so I'm hoping that I could go ahead and get started on this and start making characters to have them for Christmas. I think I can do that, but we'll see. But I really like to have it for this Christmas. So we'll see. But anyway, anybody wants to join me with this set, like I said, I will put it in the link in below, so then you can purchase a set of your own if you want and do it along with me or whatever. Okay, so I got that. Also, I had made an order with Joann's because I remember I told you that I was working on Yukon Cornelius, ran out of yarn. I couldn't do his arms. Well, I got my yarn to do that, which is kind of weird the way it came, but it is the Lime Brand Wool Ease yarn, and it's this blue right here that I needed for his arms. And this is the way it came. It came with no label in the bag, which is fine. I know what it is, but I thought that was kind of odd that there was no label on this yarn cake. I don't know, but anyway, I'm happy that I got it so I can finish Yukon. I'm so happy about that. Okay, so I ordered that, and then and received that. I also ordered one more of this ice cream, Lime Brand ice cream yarn in grape, because I have 2 skeins of this already, and I wanted the 3rd skein so I can make another one of those corner to corner baby blankets like I did in the cotton candy color. And so now I have the 3 skeins that I need for that, and it was on sale. It was like $3 and something. I can't remember, but it was on sale. I did order one more skein of the banana split, but it was kind of weird because first it said it was canceled, like I guess they ran out or something, I don't know. But then it said, I looked on some status, and it said it was getting packaged or something. So maybe I will end up getting that 3rd one that I need for that. That one's in banana split, yeah. What else? Oh, and then I picked up some fabric from eBay. It's just half a yard, but I couldn't resist it. I've been looking for this print, and every time I look for this print of fabric, it's always pretty pricey. And so I found it, and like I said, it's just half a yard, but I found it, and the price wasn't too bad, so I went ahead and ordered it. And it is Alice in Wonderland. Isn't that cute? So I'm going to be making a project bag out of that, and of course I'm going to be keeping it for myself, but I'm sure I'll have some left over, and if I do, then I will do something, you know, with the leftover, if I have that, and then that would be available to somebody, but of course I'm making one of them for me. Anyway, so I was happy to get that. And what else? Oh, I ordered another piece of fabric. I found a little bit more of the Wizard of Oz fabric, the one that I made the tote bag out of a couple of years ago or something, and I found another piece of that, and so I'm happy that I was able to order that. I think it's coming in tomorrow, I think so. Anyway. Oh, and I do want to say that we are less than 150 subscribers away from reaching the 10,000 mark. I'm so excited about that, and we will be having a giveaway when I reach the 10,000 mark. So if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so, and follow me as I do all these projects, make these projects, and share my love of yarn with all of you. And thank you so much of the new subscribers that have recently subscribed, and those that have been with me from the beginning. I appreciate it so much. Okay, guys, everybody have a great weekend, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.